Ever feel like your favorite foods are just fighting against you? A groundbreaking study has just exposed a dark link between heavily processed foods, not just to obesity, but to anxiety and depression as well. So we're not just talking about a bad diet, we're talking about a battle for your well-being too. One where convenience and flavor have been weaponized against us. So why do we keep falling for it, and how do we fight back? Today, I'm tackling a question from a client that I think many of you will find helpful. So let's dive into it. I keep falling off the wagon. It's like a constant battle. I try to eat healthy, but by the end of a long, stressful day, all I want is something sweet. It affects not only my physique progress, but it's really starting to affect my mood and energy, and I just don't feel good about myself. What can I do to stop these cravings? This is a great question, and dude, you are not alone. The problem is, those tasty snacks in your pantry, they're not tasty by accident. They're scientifically engineered to make you crave more.
Depression? Never heard of her when you're as ripped as me. Just give me that pre-workout candy and protein bar.
Did you know that that pizza you're devouring could be feeding your worst feelings? It's a stark reality uncovered by this meta-analysis. And it's thrown a grenade into our comfort food fantasies. And the results are as shocking as they are undeniable. Heavily processed foods, those kings of convenience, they are not just benign guilty pleasures. They're double agents waging this silent war on our mental health. But why do we always keep coming back for more? The answer lies in the very fabric of these foods. They're engineered to be irresistible. With every bite of that perfectly crisp chip or that perfectly sweet piece of candy, our brains just light up demanding more. These are not just snacks. They're scientifically formulated traps designed to hijack our brain's reward system and encourage overeating. And crossing the Atlantic, it taught me more than just driving on the other side of the road. It showed me these snack attacks, they're universal. Picture yourself after a long, tiring day, or a night filled with restless sleep. All you crave is something quick, easy, and comforting.
Cravings? Just stick with that trusty chicken, broccoli, and rice, bro. You know what tastes better than a cookie. Gains.
Those cravings in the real world, that's no accident. Our modern lifestyles marked by poor sleep and sedentary habits are the perfect breeding ground for these cravings. And it's a vicious cycle. The more we give in to this lure of easy options, the more our bodies and brains become wired to crave it, pushing nutritious and wholesome foods further and further into the background. During my time in the food industry as a food scientist, I witnessed firsthand that precise blend of sugar, fat, and salt in our favorite snacks, it's no coincidence. It's this meticulously crafted formula designed to hit your brain's bliss point, making these foods nearly impossible to resist. Yes, it's really known as the bliss point. It's where scientists understand how to tap into our cravings, manipulating our brains to want more, even when we know it's not good for us. But it's not just about what these foods do to our bodies. It's also about the emotional and the psychological impact, something that I saw firsthand in the next part of my career as a personal trainer. Every day, I'd see the guilt wash over my clients' faces as they recounted their food choices from the day before. They'd tell me, I just didn't have the time, or I needed a quick snack. But it wasn't just about the food. It was about the feelings of failure. It was about this internal struggle with this desire to be healthy, with the reality of their choices. It became clear to me that their battle wasn't just physical, it was emotional, tied deeply to our lifestyles and the pressures of modern life. So, what can we actually do to kick these cravings to the curb? Let's break it down into 8 easy steps that feel more like leveling up in a game, rather than taking a quiz on nutrition. Understand that these cravings are not a sign of weakness. They're a response to a well-oiled machine aimed at getting you to keep coming back. So when you reach for that snack, remind yourself, it's not just food, it's a formula. Knowing this, you can start to make more mindful choices. Are you craving something crunchy? How about making your own air fryer potato chips instead of reaching for that bag of greasy Doritos? Or you've got a sweet tooth craving? Let's try a protein ice cream or dive into some frozen grapes. These swaps aren't just healthier, they serve as your shield in this nutritional warfare. Often we eat badly because we're unprepared. Just simply spend a little bit of time each week planning your meals. Stocking up on healthy options at home wins you half the battle. Just think of it as setting up your inventory before the boss fight. Remember, a body in motion, it stays in motion. But you don't need to be running marathons. Just get moving in ways that you enjoy. Walk, stretch, belly dance, whatever, just move. It's not just about burning calories. It's about setting this positive cycle in motion. Poor sleep patterns can sabotage your progress like nothing else. Aim for that 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep and reframe sleep as recharging your willpower battery, essential for maintaining the energy and focus needed to make healthy choices consistently. Don't go it alone. Share your journey. Jump into forums or just team up with a friend. Taking on challenges together not only boosts your motivation, but it also makes it tons more enjoyable. Before you eat, take a moment. Are you truly hungry? Or is it boredom, stress, or is it even just a habit that's nudging you? Often, a glass of water and a deep breath can reset your intentions. And remember, tuning into your body's actual needs can transform your relationship with food. Made a healthy choice? Pat yourself on the back. Had a slip up? No big deal. Learn from it and move forward. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. And as you celebrate those wins, why not hit subscribe? It's like giving your future self a high five for those victories to come. Remember, this isn't just about processed foods, and it isn't about denying yourself the joys of food.
Easy, bro. Every meal, every snack, just choose protein.
It's about us taking back control. It's about recognizing that we're not just passive participants in this story, unintentionally falling into traps set by food scientists and marketing moguls. And it's a journey that begins not with grand gestures, but with small and manageable changes. And we have a choice. With every meal, we're faced with a decision. Will we feed the problem or will we nourish the solution? The path may not be easy, but the choice is yours to make. For more coaching tips to get in your best shape ever, click the video here.